Greetings, viewer. My name is Hailberg, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Defense Grid 2. So, where we had last left off, we had finished gold mode on Grinder for Mission 3, Suspension. I would like to do a couple of these challenge missions before moving on to the next story one. I think I would like to try the power outage mission again, the one that had foiled us last time. But knowing a little bit more about the mechanics of scoring, maybe that will give us what we need in order to get up to gold score on one of these missions. So let's give this a whirl. I think that we are going to go with the same mixed Tachyon bullets, Inferno. I definitely like the Tachyon beam here. I'm not sure that priority target strongest is necessarily the best choice for the cannon turrets here, but we'll leave it on for lack of anything better. So let's go with this mix and give it a whirl. This is my first time trying this, so you're going to be experiencing it for the first time along with me. Okay, and I like the original laser turret up here, and I wonder if that's close enough to these to get turned on. It looks like... So it's crackling blue when it is turned on. The answer is maybe. If that is, this level gets a lot easier. Soften these up. Just make good habits. And yeah, okay. Well, this is going to be easier than I thought, simply because proximity to the repository is already turning presumably all of these inner circle on, and so we can treat this more or less exactly like we did the normal mode, or the grinder mode as well, on this map. With the added benefit that we have access to this cursor damage, so go us. Cursor damage is pretty minor, though. I presume it scales up with level. Let's get down. Now, we are going to need to use the cursor to power these, but that's fine. If we can power this block right here, and then that central ring around the repository, I think this should be pretty doable. We'll soften them up a little bit more with the cursor. We probably do not need to prioritize the upfront Inferno turret, laser turret combo nearly as much, given how effective the cursor is at dealing with swarmers. Right. We do have to actually turn them on, though. Okay. I think we'll upgrade this turret. Yeah. Soon enough. Can't really flip on the enhance the time compression here because of needing to manage the cursor, but
safe again.
I would like to know more about how the heat damage function works, because I think Inferno turrets will cause it, but I'd like to know how the Inferno turret heat damage compares to the laser tower damage. Another thing on that list of stuff to test. I really should be writing this down, but I'm not. We have these shields coming up soon, meaning we should get these cannon turrets up where we want them. I'll upgrade that one. Oh, and I suppose I can use the cursor to soften up the shields, which are the part I expect to have issues with. This first shield wave isn't actually that problematic, if my memory holds. It's a lot more the following. It's, I think, the next 2 or 3 waves. It's the swarmers, followed by the shields, followed by the rhinos. And this wave is, yeah, very effectively dealt with. So we can focus on these ones up here. Oh god. Those swarmers dying so fast. And not needing to spend money there. Upgrading these in preparation for the Rhino Wave. Not that I expect the Rhino Wave to be hard, but they're a little harder to deal with using the cursor damage, and the rest of this stuff seems easy enough, so... I suppose that means I probably should be prioritizing getting more, just pooling money and using that to enhance my score. But I'm honestly not that worried about getting gold. Now that I have learned some stuff that we basically can't let them pick up cores. And this one is easy enough, or I think will be easy enough because we have that central ring around the repository always turned on, that, yeah, this, I feel like should be pretty straightforward. Now, of course, watch me be completely wrong and we're not going to even get bronze on this, but... Again, Swarm Wave's so easy with the combination of cursor damage as well as this initial Inferno turret. Okay, this next wave is the first one that we have with the area of effect shield. This one is pretty easy, if recollection holds. These cannon turrets will just pump down the shield, and there's only the 2 waves of them, so there's not actually that many hit points we need to be going through. That's a little problematic that we let that swarmer wave through. But we'll use the cursor damage to correct for our errors. Okay, we should upgrade now. Go ahead, spend some money. And working on softening up the shield waves. This is a little problematic. These shields are not very low right now. Unfortunately, I think laser turrets are not completely ineffective, so the 2 overcharged level 3 laser turrets we have will still do work even against the shielded enemies. But let's focus on this stuff. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. I mean, we're not killing it with a lot of room to spare, but there's no reason to overspend. Cursor damage is doing an amazing job versus these AoE shields. I assume because it's just doing AoE damage. It's hitting, what, 7 creatures each here? So that's going to burn down the shields super fast. Interesting. Go ahead and soften some of these up. Again, the cursor is such an effective source of AoE damage that not much to worry about there. Oh, we let these through. Fortunately, these are shielded ones, so they're not really... I think this wave is actually one of the harder ones, but I think that a lot of that has to do with the swarmers, which are going to be fairly trivial here. Yeah, this is a really big wave. It just keeps going and going. Let's get the shields off on these guys. And then let the laser turrets do their work. Yeah, it seems pretty okay from here. Soften up this batch. Let's try to avoid killing anything with our cursor. Oh, crap. This is the hard part about this one, is you do have to be paying attention to what's going on earlier in the maze. And not just zoning out while watching the, watching yourself win. Because that will make you lose. Again, the shield aliens don't seem to be too problematic here. Being able to use the cursor damage on them, particularly the AoE shield ones. Yeah, that wave on the inner circle looks like it's going just fine. And let's do our upgrading now, get the overcharges here. I'm a little bit worried that we've not seen the bronze mode marker yet. 3 waves to go. Now I know you can get a whole lot of score very quickly. Okay. Our goal here is to turn off the shield on each of these packs. Which the cursor damage alone is not quite enough. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. Now we can just focus on weakening them. That's a good spot. Good enough. We're starting to see them into the red. And they should be poised to do fine. Yep, and there's the gold markers. Okay, we've got 2 waves to go, including swarmers, which, yeah, swarmers. And then a last wave, which is shields followed... Oh, 2 last waves, okay. I miscounted my numbers. If we've got 2 waves to go, yeah, we're going to be golden. Because we still have most of the score from this batch left to come in, and that should put us up well past silver. And if we're going to need... If there's going to be the Rhino wave won't be an issue. If we're going to have a problem, it's going to be with these shield ones. by using the, as I talked about with the last episode, the grinder, and I think in the story mode for this map as well, having access to the priority target strongest for the cannons is going to mean that they're going to be weakening the shields here, while the lasers are prioritizing things towards the front that hopefully already have their shields turned off. And that's going to mean that the lasers are doing damage to things that don't have shields to turn off all the heat damage. Oh yeah, we're already past gold, so. This we've comfortably succeeded at. I mean, I suppose in the interest of efficacy, I could even just use the cursor to kill these, but I think we're gonna be fine. Yep. Or may not. Yep, not even picking up a core. And it's not even able to recognize that we're done already. Okay, well, another successfully completed challenge mode. I look forward to seeing you again with the next one.